Thanks for joining us, everybody. My name is Chris Broadbent, founder of Planet Earth Games. We've been working with AoC now since 2021, so it's really built up over the years. This session is, I realise it's a mixed audience. Some of you will be very familiar with Planet Earth Games and how that's worked with AoC in the last few years. Others out there will be brand new to it. So I'll just walk you through it. We'll walk through, what it is, how Planet Earth Games works in the further education space, and then also some changes, some improvements we've made for this year, and there'll also be a chance we'll look at the benefits of it as well, and there'll also be a chance towards the end there to ask any questions if you're not sure about things. But hopefully this presentation will answer most of your questions throughout it, and keep a mental note if you want to ask some questions at the end, or do drop it in the chat. So just to give you who we are, Planet Earth Games, we don't just work in the education space, we also work in other spaces as well, in the workplaces and in the community space as well. But this encompasses what we're all about. It's about inspiring people to sustainability through sport and physical activity. So it's capturing sports as a real a catalyst for activity, and it actually makes it fun being sustainable. So it's about taking action through sport and physical activity to support your well-being, but doing something to support the environment as well. So like I said, we've worked together since 2021. It was just with this goal to promote sustainability and do that through sport and physical activity, and the program has grown year on year since then. We started quite humbly with just a single week in January 2022 with a week of challenges, which had 491 participants, but it's really grown since then. And I was looking back at some of the colleges that have taken part over the years, and we've engaged with over 70 colleges across the network in the last 3 years. We estimate around 40,000 sustainable actions, and now we're up to about 25,000 students per year taking part in the program. So it's very widespread. Colleges from all over every corner of the country taking part in Planet Earth Games. So this is how it works, and it's similar to last year, but with some improvements as well. So it's simply create a college team in the further education competition on planetearthgames.org. That's pretty simple. Just go to create a team, and it'll go through the steps that way. Pretty simple stuff. And then the students take part in the challenges. We set a series of standard challenges around sustainability. Students can take part in those challenges, but the real magic comes when colleges create their own challenges. So colleges create their own challenges led by students that they appoint as climate champions to organise activities on campus in their communities. We've had some incredible challenges over the years, and that's where the real magic happens. So you can do stuff and activate it and bring it to life on your campus. And then when students or staff as well take part in the challenges, either the virtual ones we set or the ones you set locally, they send us their evidence, we review that evidence, and then we submit, and then we approve it, and points are allocated to your college. It takes place from January through to Earth Day. That's the conclusion. The last day of submitting things is Earth Day, and the colleges that have the most points, quite simply, the winners. Throughout the whole course of the competition, we'll put on expert webinars. In the past, we've had the heads of sustainability at the Commonwealth Games. We've had the chairman at the British Association of Sustainable Sport along. It's quality events, and it's a good chance to share best practice and the rest. We'll also distribute a detailed event guide to all entering colleges, and that breaks it down on how to deliver successful Planet Earth Games in your college. And to make sure it's not got a bias towards the bigger colleges, because it is purely on numbers, on who gets the most submissions and the most participation, we'll work with AoC to have 3 tiers of it as well, following AoC's own tiers as well. So there's three tiers to that, depending upon the size of the college. Here's the immediate benefits. I mean, there's immediate activities take place like litter picking and cycling initiatives. There's an immediate thing with Planet Earth Games. It's not about educating, and it's about doing things. It's about making an impact straight away. It's about doing activities that support sustainability. So it's about immediate activities. It's also a catalyst for long-term legacy projects. So several colleges have used Planet Earth Games to do things, to make new initiatives in the colleges, like create new eco-friendly gyms and the rest. And also what it does, because it's student-led, because the students are organising and leading on the creation of the challenges on the campus, it's also developing green leadership skills as well among young people. I'm just going to play this short video here. This will just show you some of the scale of it. This is more for new people, what happened last year on our platform, and just the scale of the challenges last year. So this is just a grab from our website on the mobile device here. Just show the type of challenges that were taking place, organised by students. Yeah, so you can see the scale of that there, okay? Just close that one down. Okay, can you see my presentation now? Sam, can you give me a thumbs up? Back to the PowerPoint.
I can see benefits. There's a bit of a delay.
Yeah.
So
okay,
we're back on benefits. Immediate short-term action. Yeah.
That's fine. That's where we are. Okay, good. So just to go through a couple of case studies from colleges that have used it, that have harnessed Planet Earth Games. This is Bradford College, who won Planet Earth Games last year. And what it did for them was they had a huge participation. Of course, they had around 3,000 students take part. But what we found with Planet Earth Games in every whether it's education or whether it's the community or whether it's a workplace, it's very effective at engaging students that don't typically engage with sport or physical activity. So in this instance, it was very effective at engaging students for whom English is their second language. Very effective at in that process, and they put sport and physical activity really at the centre of this as well. And as you see from Chelsea's quote there, she says that, she's saying that it's about real action. Planet Earth Games, it's about taking real action and empowering people to take action rather than get worried about the climate and suffer from eco anxiety. It actually engages people in activity. This still remains my most favourite challenge of all, my favourite sort of legacy project. This was Broadstairs College. It was a couple of years ago. And what they did was they used Planet Earth Games to create a jungle gym. And what that means is they used equipment or leftover materials that might be going to landfill and create a jungle gym outside. And that meant using logs, tires, etc. Create this well-being space, obviously a carbon neutral space, but a place for students to go to outside and be physically active. That's completely good for the environment as well, and saving items to going into landfill. Great project, great legacy project. So what's new for this year then? This is more for the people amongst you there who've also taken part in Planet Earth Games before or are aware of what we do. We took on board the feedback and we evolved the program year on year. We've now created an organising committee of several members of colleges that help guide us in this. And here's some of the things we'll be doing this year. So one of the things that's new is that we'll have around the individuals. So last year it was it would get the process of signing in to our website is to create an individual profile. Some students were just giving up on that process. It's not that hard, but students are busy people, I guess. They weren't all going through the whole process, and therefore, if they weren't signing up to our website, they couldn't submit their evidence having taken part in challenges, and the college doesn't score points. And yet, colleges were telling us that thousands of students came to challenges, but they just couldn't be bothered to do the whole submission process. That's fine. So this year there's two options. Students can sign up, go through our website and sign up for our website, create a profile, score points that way. Or to make it easier, we'll also create a QR code where if students go to a challenge on your campus, they can simply click that QR code, fill out the shortest of form just to confirm the part of the challenge, and we will allocate those points from that student who hasn't given us their details. We'll allocate those points to your college so you don't miss out on those points as well. The other thing this year we've added is also, whilst we have it's a college-wide competition, we also going to have an individual competition this year as well. So thanks to our good friends at SS4FE, there's going to be an individual competition. So the top scoring student will get £150, courtesy of SS4FE. But to be eligible for that prize, of course, you have to sign up for our website as well. So what the purpose behind that is to keep the students that are really engaged in the program, they've got something a bit more incentive to aim for. It's for an individual prize, but also those that are more casual engagement with it, it's not too much of a user journey to get involved in it. Colleges challenges, we've tweaked this a little bit as well. We from our end last year, some colleges just gave us so much challenges it became administratively quite a headache, actually. So we're capping it 6 events per college, 6 challenges per college this year. Just deliver 6 quality challenges you can do this year in your college, okay? Because if we get 40, 50 from each one, it's going to be very difficult to manage, and also makes the challenge calendar look quite packed as well. So 6 events per college this year. We've also aligned them. They must be linked to the UN Sustainable Development Goals. These are the 8 Sustainable Development Goals that we have aligned to. We've changed our themes on our website to align with these UN Sustainable Development Goals, which I'm sure you're all familiar with as well. We also ask that when you're submitting your challenges to us, they must have a sport and physical activity linked to it as well. It doesn't have to be, really hardcore sport and physical activity, but it can be just going out for it can be a well-being walk, for example. It can be litter picking, cycling, even something like a sports kit swap. Must have some sort of link to sport and physical activity this year as well. We've just tweaked the point scoring as well, so it'll be just 10 points for doing one of our standard Planet Earth Games challenges, 20 points for your own challenges that colleges create, 30 points for students that suggest their own challenges and that being successfully accepted as well. You can do that through our website. And then we also to gather data around the Planet Earth Games, and we did get some fantastic case study sent to us last year. There's also 100 points for each college to provide us with that report of how they've gone at Planet Earth Games and provide us with a case study of what it achieved in your college. Also, another great bit of news is we've linked up with the Leadership Skills Foundation, and they've developed a new Environment Leaders Program, Level 2, with the World Wildlife Fund and the RSPB. And there's 15 places that we'll give to students on that program as well as part of Planet Earth Games. So we'll allocate 15 places from 15 colleges to 15 students to take part in that program as well as a great extracurricular activity to do and earn another qualification at the end of it as well. And that's completely free to colleges and the students. It's a pilot program. They'd like to work with Planet Earth Games on that program. So that's part of the program this year. So what's next is you sign up now between now and Friday. We set Friday 20th of December as a deadline date. It's £350 this year entry, but there is a 50% AoC discount if you do sign up for a sustainability pledge and the Green Ambassadors program run by AoC. So you pay your £350 and then you get reimbursed by £175 from AoC. So if you follow that, it's actually cheaper than last year. We're going to kick off the competition from January, and that's where we'll circulate digital and print resources to you, and that means to help you with your internal promotions. So that we'll send you, social media content you can use internally. We'll send you promotional videos. We'll send you PowerPoints, all the rest that you can adapt and use to make sure that you're talking about Planet Earth Games internally on your campus. We'll also send you quite a detailed guide as well. If you had the guide before, it's a good sort of 30-page job, and it's full of good practice on how to deliver Planet Earth Games as well, with some great examples from the sporting sector on how to deliver sustainable sport. You appoint your climate champions, which students are going to lead on this one as well. Once you've entered, you get a team code. As soon as you enter, that's a unique team code. You circulate that to people that want to sign up as well, and then every time they take part, they're aligned to your college. They'll score points automatically on our website as well when they submit evidence for taking part in challenges. And then it's just about creating, submitting, delivering challenges as we go through January through to April. Through the course of that, we'll have those expert webinars as well. You'll be invited to them. It's a good chance to share practice as well, or maybe you're in one of those people who likes to keep your cards close to your chest because it gets quite competitive at times, but you'll find it a good chance to keep an eye on your competitors as well. And then when we get to Earth Day, at midnight at Earth Day, that's the shut-off point. If your submissions go beyond that, they will not be a part of the competition. So it has to be in by midnight on Earth Day. And then we'll crunch the numbers in the background and we'll see who the winner is. But you should be able to keep an eye on things because the leaderboards are alive as we go. But we know that from last year there was a massive rush in the last few days. So it took us a few days to work through those final submissions before we could announce the final winners. So I'll throw it open at that point, Sam. Hopefully that's informative. I'll throw it open at that point. I can perhaps stop sharing and we can see if anybody has any questions.